All right, so I have my theme, I have my header. Now I'm going to go into this Insert tab here. So when I click on Insert, I have the option to add a few things. A text box, which will give you text. Images, so these are images that I can pull from the internet or images that I might have in my Google Drive. I have an embed code option. So some websites offer you an embed code, which is a bunch of numbers and letters, and you can put that embedded code right into your website. And then anything from my Google Drive. I also have layouts, so I can decide what kind of layout I want the text to be. So this is an image and text, 2 images with text. So you can play around with this content here. There are some different options here as well. So you may want to add buttons, you might want to have a carousel of images, you might want to have a table of contents. I encourage you to play around. You can link directly to YouTube if you have a YouTube video. If you have recorded a video and it's saved in your Google Drive, so something like Screencastify or perhaps Loom, and it's not published to YouTube, you wouldn't click on this YouTube link here. What you would click on, though, is your Google Drive, and you would add it directly from your drive. So you can add any images, any documents or spreadsheets or presentations that you have within your drive. You can add it directly to your site by clicking on this button. So if I click on text box, you'll notice that a text box pops up right underneath. So you think of your site divided into segments. So it's one segment, the next, the next, the next. So everything will be really linear. Now when I add in my cursor, so I've clicked in here, I'm looking at this is normal text. I can change what I want. Maybe I want my title to be here, and I'm going to call this Sandbox. You'll notice that I have the option here for background color. I can duplicate this section if I want the section to appear in multiple places. I can also just delete the section. I also have my, you see what you get kind of text editing here. So if I want it to be centered or italicized, I can make that change here as well. So here's my text. I have it posted as a title, and you'll notice now that my text box and any item that you add in here will have the same feature. When you're working in it, it has that blue box around it, and the blue box has these large blue dots. I can pull on these blue dots, my cursor changes to arrows, and I can center or I can change the location of this box. Now these lines that you'll see here in gray when I'm resizing this box are designed to help you organize and sort things in an even fashion. So they're there for your benefit. They're just grid lines and markers. You'll notice that when I pull this, the blue lines pop up there to tell me that that's the centered size of my box. So that's what my box, the size that that box needs to be in, to be centered on either side. So perhaps I want to center this text. So here we go. So that is my adding in of a text box. I can also just double click directly onto my site, and I'll have my quick insert button. This little round circle thing here will allow me to quickly insert anything that I want. If I want to add in a button, so perhaps this is something that I want to do, to click on and then maybe go to another page, or click on and then it sends you to another website entirely. I can name my button here, and then I would add my hyperlink here. So my button could say something like click here, and then the hyperlink that I wanted it to go to. Let's see, I want to go to Meadow Ridge. I can click here, and then I have my button, and when my website is live, when somebody clicks on it, it will take them directly to the website that I want it to go to. So that's your insert. I encourage some playing. I encourage some exploring. There's never any limit to what you can do here. There really is just whatever your imagination will let you do. So play around, have some fun with it, and that's insert.